let them grown adults live. Because adults are evil. No, Danganronpa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're 1 point each. You killed her and I killed her.
Yeah? Well, you unintentionally tried to kill her.
Yeah, I wanted to get her away from this room. Who'd have thought that we would just immediately slam shut the door?
I didn't care. I don't care.
Alright, so make a break for it. Staying in one place for too long seemed like it would have been inviting trouble, so I took a deep breath and reluctantly crawled out as quietly as I could. But almost immediately I felt something. That the handcan says, "Is it a competition?" No, I'm just keeping track. Who kills her the most? Oh, I feel so bad about that. Tap. Something long and thin had struck me in the back of the head. Or perhaps struck wasn't the right word. There was something... there was a little force behind it, but it wasn't a hard slam. More like someone trying to get my attention. I knew I wouldn't like what I was going to see, but I had to face whatever it was, so I turned around. Did the handcan says, "You're the one who said 1 point each." Yes, it's a turn of phrase. I made a bad decision. Bionic Fraud made a decision.
I like how you said it wasn't a bad decision.
And there was looming over me was
face.
If you'll let me. A figure was peering down at me from above the podium with emaciated wishbone-like fingers extended towards my face. I recognized this person instantly. No doubt about it, this was the strange old woman who supposedly passed away earlier. Fuck. She killed us twice. I was scared out of my mind. I tumbled the rest out of the way from under the podium and shot to my feet. A ghost. There really was a ghost in this school. My breathing was ragged and my heart was pounding so hard that I thought it might explode. Plodding through all the desks in my way, I ran as fast as I could towards the classroom door. But that was as far as I could go. Oh, it's that glow again. There, in the open doorway, was the same old woman emitting a bluish-white glow. This was the source of the light I had seen through the window earlier. But how in the world did she get to the door before I did? I felt like I was starting to hyperventilate, and I would try as best as I could to calm my breathing as my eyes darted about the room. I needed to get out of here now, to get as far away from this place as I possibly could.
Out the window!
She's not Morishige.
Out the window!
I bit my lip and continued scanning the room. A chair.
She spell! 妖魔鬼怪快啲走！妖魔鬼怪快啲走！
Yeah. I didn't have the time to think carefully about it. I just had to grab something and hope for the best. Put the box cutter down. There were two choices, and I had to pick one on impulse before it was too late. Oh god, there's a timer!
So!
これって科学の実験の時に使った塩の残りだよね。
We'll see how salty she is.
I heard that salt was used for purification rituals.
That too, but I just want to see how salty the old lady was.
So it seemed like a natural choice.
よし、これを持っていこう。
Or you could just sweep the floor with her.
I placed the salt in my pocket as a sort of protective charm.
PJ salt. PJ salt.
Yeah, that pack of salt.
It's edible salt.
I know it, but it's also the common image of it, because that's also the same item you use in Tokyo Twilight Ghost Hunters.
I like the art in that game.
I do too. I should play more of that.
行くしかない
When I looked over, the spirit of the old woman was holding her hand out from the other side of the door frame. Was she really trying to catch me? I wasn't just being paranoid. She was going to kill me and turn me into a ghost like her.
There are good ghosts.
I was convinced. This had to be Yoshie, the teacher from the urban legend.
やだ
So
そうなの
even if she gets out, how's she normal?
Well, this is time loop 2, so this is a different future?
Pass?
Pass?
Because I was just thinking to the beginning of this chapter, where you had a fever and there was...
Yeah, at the very beginning.
Yeah, so was that time loop 1?
No, maybe? I don't know. That's still time loop 2. Yeah, it was because everyone was still in the school, so everyone did the whole...
Okay, so the beginning of this chapter was time loop 1, this is time loop 2. The past, right now we're saying is time loop 2.
Yes.
That's only what would be logical, but whatever, keep going.
We're in a different time, yes. Bracing myself, I darted toward the door at the back of the classroom. There was a moment to lose. If I didn't act fast, I probably wouldn't be able to act at all. I threw the door open and began running at top speed, hoping to escape behind the spirit's back.
Gotta go fast.
Unsurprisingly, trying to outrun the ghost proved to be a fruitless endeavor. The spirit saw me and moved at breakneck speed to intercept. Oh god, that voice. I thrust my hand into my pocket and withdrew the bag of salt, then threw the entire thing directly at the woman's face.
Dice roll!
Well, she's salty, alright.
Salty!
いるんだこの隙に
See? I know. Okay, I know salt was used for purifying.
Yeah.
I was thinking sumo wrestlers. Then I realized, wait, that's rice.
Don't they throw salt?
No, they throw rice.
They throw both, don't they?
I thought they throw rice.
No, they throw salt.
Okay. But now it hits me that I've heard of shrine maidens using salt to purify.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'm like, broom, I'm like, no. Not unless she's Kiki.
I ran down the hall as fast as my legs could carry me, briefly glancing over my shoulder after a moment to confirm that
salty.
Confirming that the spirit was still writhing. Horan said it's called the salt dance roll.
Yeah, I thought it was rice for whatever reason.
I just kept running down the dark hallway with nothing but adrenaline and mortal fear to keep me going. I reached the stairwell at the end of the hall and made a mad dash toward ground level. I was determined to get out of this building alive. Oh man, a banshee! Finally, still moving at top speed, I reached the window door leading outside.
もうすぐ出口だ
All for a pencil. Luckily, the malevolent spirit hadn't caught up to me yet. It actually seemed like it might be able to escape. I might actually survive this.
やっとここまで
Not yet. I grabbed the handle, trying to pull it. Doors are locked.
やだやだ開かないなんでどうしてここまで来て
Horan says, clearly you don't know your stuff about sumo.
I don't.
どうして開いてよ開いてよどうしようこのままじゃまたあの化け物になんとかしなくちゃなんとか
Oh god.
I would run somewhere else. I don't think you can break the glass.
Run somewhere else, okay.
仕方がない別の場所に行くしか
Man, why'd they put timers on these?
It's tension. Think about how many situations in Resident Evil that would have been made way better with a timer. Except in 6 when they had fizzle timers. That was bullshit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Resident Evil 3 kind of put a timer on it, didn't it? When you had to make a decision to fight the tyrant or not.
Yeah.
Of course, you don't stand a chance against Bakunuyama.
Run! 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 Run!
I had no particular destination in mind. My only thought was anywhere but here. After maybe 30 seconds, I found myself in the second floor hallway. There was an outside corridor connecting to the 2 buildings of the school there, and it was the first alternative escape route that came to mind.
She's gonna go to the bench.
And actually, it was walled off from the outside for safety purposes, but the wall wasn't so big that it couldn't scale in a pinch. I didn't really want to jump off the second floor of the school, but I had to. I was confident that I would at least survive the fall with minimal injury.
Told you.
Corin says she had to make her last escape in Resident Evil though. Resident Evil 3.
Honestly, that makes more sense than Nemesis.
Yeah. Well, it was originally called Last Escape, right?
I thought it was the Japanese version.
Oh yeah, this was the Japanese called.
Japanese is called Resident Evil Last Escape.
Yes.
And then over here it's called Resident Evil Nemesis.
念のため隠れよう。
I climbed the wall faster than I thought possible, and I dropped down the narrow ledge to the other side. It was just wide enough to sit down. My back was to the hallway, but my location would have made it completely hidden from anyone inside the school. I looked down the muddy ground below me. I really couldn't see much, though the outside was completely dark. It was so dark that I felt almost like the whole world had been draped in a black veil.
ここで隠れて朝を待とうか。逃げててもきっといつか捕まるよ。
Corin says she still says that line in all weird in the English version. They only made an English dub. There's no such thing as a Japanese dub in the original Resident Evil games. Right?
I did not that know.
Yeah, like it was recorded and directed in English for all 3 of the original PlayStation games.
Yeah. And then 4 they changed it, or was it 5?
Maybe it was called Veronica.
5 for sure had a Japanese.
I opened the pen case in my pocket and pulled out the pencil I received from Tsukasa. My pencil!
司くん、お願い。
Was I really treating this stubby little pencil as a protective charm? Tsukasa said it would guarantee my success on my test, not ward off evil spirits.
I swear, if that pencil becomes a talisman or something,
It becomes token. Still, it was better than nothing. I clutched it tightly in my hands and prayed.
私を守って。
just get more salt.
I just whispered the words so quietly that I might as well have been mouthing them, but it seemed to be all the opening that damn spirit needed. Okay, so they gave that spirit person, old lady, the name Yoshie. Though it's not really confirmed, they just sort of assumed. Corin says, I know, it's just funny. She makes a weird emphasis on, this is my last escape, for no reason. It's probably a director's choice, thinking that it was going to be that way for the Japanese.
Think about the original trilogy's dubbing.
Yeah. I sensed the presence on the ledge with me, was so startled that I almost fell from my perch.
やめてよ、おばあちゃん。どうして？
However, I could only sense her there. I didn't actually see her, and thought that for one brief moment that maybe I was letting my imagination run wild.
Yeah, brother.
But then I felt a horrible sensation of something coiling itself around my arm.
外はいけませんよ。
Oh, that's Yoshie.
Yeah, that's her. That is definitely her. broken neck and all. Before I knew it, a tall, shadowy figure had half emerged from the wall behind me. She had me in her grasp. There wasn't much more than an indistinct flickering silhouette, but I could clearly see that she had a broken neck. Was this a different apparition? Her scraggly root-like fingers were squeezing my arm with tremendous force, pushing aside muscle and tissue, pressing right on the bone.
どこに少しだから
You know what I don't like about like these type of ghost physics?
What?
Where the ghost spirits can like physically harm the living, but the living can't do shit against them without such an object.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Like the ghost rules, kind of like whatever you feel like. Oh, you can't touch me now, but I can hurt you now. You're kind of like, why?
Because like they're bound by like physical objects that they need to open doors, they need to do stuff like that. But like no, alive beings can't do shit against them. Like no, it should be both ways.
Yeah.
Unless you're talking about they're actually physically they're hurting their spirit or something. But that's not the case because they killed them by physically hurting them.
Well, they kind of done that with the Tokyo Twilight Ghost Hunters, where like you just swing random objects and it.
Yeah. You see, that makes more sense. That type of ghost physics I can accept.
痛い痛い
I was shaking hysterically and tears were streaming down my face. I was absolutely convinced I was going to die here.
離して
Okay, toss. Oh, she's looking for Sachiko. I could offer no resistance. She was too strong. All I could do was plead with her.
Yeah, and for the ghost to be this strong, it's like, why?
痛いよ
It felt like my arm would snap in two at any moment.
ずーっと一緒にいましょうね
She wasn't just grabbing, but twisting as well. The pain was unlike anything I ever experienced before. I couldn't think about anything else. Stopping it had become my first and only priority. Are we dead? I struggled violently against the spirit's grip, ultimately breaking free by throwing my body off the wall and towards the unseen earth below. Oh, okay. In the face of death, everything really does seem to slow down. I read somewhere that this is because the brain is sending out all kinds of distress signals or something. Slow motion or not, though, I was fully aware of my surroundings. I was cascading through the air just outside my school building. Reach out my hands, prey upon the pencil. Since there's no timer, let's make another save point.
Well, clearly the pencil, but
You want to go for the pencil? It seemed like the most logical thing, but like at this point, I think that if you grab the pencil, it might just stab her on landing.
It's obviously gonna turn into an important plot device. Either way, I already hate this game beyond comprehension, so.
Okay.
This one damn pencils stems my entire hatred for this.
Yeah, it's just rather dumb. This is all for a pencil. This whole entire situation was all for a pencil.
So basically, I'm like, this pencil better be damn important.
If this was a dream, please let me wake up from it now. Those were the words echoing through my head as I clutched Tsukaka's pencils tightly against my bosom like a prayer talisman. Moments later, I crashed into the ground, and a horrible squelching sound echoed in my ears. My neck was. We dead. We're dead. I knew it! I knew this would happen. Tsukasa's pencil had pierced deep in my throat.
Yay! Yes! Die! Suffer! Suffer with that stupid plot device! That's what you get!
All for a pencil.
Yeah! You deserve it. Why were you holding it like that, you dumb?
Blood was spurting everywhere. I was practically drowning in it. I landed right on it, and it wasn't long before I gasped my final gasp.
Lucky pencil.
We dead.
Good! Plot device. That's really dumb. You're like, you're falling, why would you hold it like that?
Yeah, it's rather dumb. And besides, you would, like, want to land on your back. Why in the world would you want to land on your front?
Yeah, this is so dumb. This stupid pencil.